Hola YouTube, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Yaya and I'm here with another video. So first, this video is going to start off with I'm moving to Italy.
I dig a vibe. She ain't got no way but got thighs. Hop in the coupe and let's ride. I put Chanel on the high. 2 for surprise.
That's like legit how the video was supposed to be starting off. Like it was this whole thing. I actually
had already recorded a video prior to leaving. I was supposed to release it the day, I tried to release it the day that I was leaving after I made the announcement, but it just didn't work out like that.
Instead of giving the enemy all the credit, I am going to give it back to God and say that I learned a lot and it's been a learning experience as far as producing these videos. I don't want to just do videos. Everything about my channel, the more and more I'm into it, is definitely about excellence. I feel like I proclaim God a lot because I'm a believer and God is a God of excellence. So I desire for my videos to be of that quality. So with that being said, I am here now to say, not that I'm going to Italy, pero estoy aquí. I'm already here. I've officially have moved to Italy, which I'm super excited about. Pero solamente verano. Yeah, or verano. You know what I'm saying. I'm only moving for the summer. I'm here for the summer. I've not moved here permanently. Yes, Italy is beautiful in all of its glory, but I am still learning Spanish. Necesito practicar mucho, so it would not be wise of me to move to a whole nother country with a whole nother language when I haven't even learned the first one. God, I am funded by the kingdom now, and I've tapped into my kingdom inheritance, and my life is much different now. And with believing that Jesus died on the cross for your sin and a little bit of faith, you could be too. Basically, I have the opportunity to be involved in an amazing program, which I will be releasing soon for those of you who are interested in doing it as well. And basically, you get to assist teaching kids English, Italian kids English in the summer. They also cover your housing. They cover your transportation through the different camps because it is a moving camp out like all of Italy. And then they also give you a monthly stipend. I believe it's government funded, which is why they're able to do these different things. But in case you're interested in going, I will be releasing that soon so that you can have the opportunity next summer to possibly do this. Also, I am seeing through our camp page that it's people from like all over the country, so I don't believe it's limited to just Americans. I know it's not limited to just Americans because I'm seeing people from Canada. I seen previously in the admission video that people from like China, just different places all over the world. So this is definitely a program for everyone. And as I embark on this journey, I'll give you guys some more details. I have been trusted with people's children. Who would have thought Yaya love the kids? But never thought about that. Never thought about it, but they just like. But yeah, Yaya loves the kids clearly. It's very, very fulfilling to be now living in that state of purpose. I'm not just going through life anymore. I'm strategically placed everywhere that I'm at. Every person that I meet, every moment that I make is very strategic because I'm walking with what God has called me to. And so I'm very thankful because it wasn't always like that. And I'm just realizing how ghetto it was before that. And I'm not going back. I can't imagine like not being funded by the kingdom. I can't imagine just not having God's favor. I can't imagine just going through life and not doing what he called me to do. It was really ghetto out there. I'm not going back. No, not going back. So anyways, super thankful about that. So there is one other thing that I really am bursting to share with you guys. I want to tell you something first and then tell you. Super excited about it. So I just want to give you guys like a little backstory. A common conversation or a common question that's asked is like, what's your bucket list? Where do you always want to go? All of those different things. I'm always asked that, especially me because I am a traveler. And honestly, I never really have an answer to that because I actually don't have bucket list locations. For me, I'm just someone who I don't like anything limited to the point where it literally took me like my whole life up until about 8 months ago to determine what my favorite color was, because I just felt like it was so limited to choose one color when it's so many different colors. But I've come to terms with that my favorite color is pink. But now it might be green because I'm just loving it so much. Nonetheless, when it comes to people asking me that question, I'm like, I really don't have an answer for you, because I desire to go to every inch of the world, like every part of it, every crease and crevice. So I'm just like, no, but I do have countries that hold some type of significant meaning. And Italy is definitely one of them. I'm saying remember because I'm hoping that that class doesn't exist anymore, because it's a waste of your time. If you're watching this and you have a child that's in AP Human Geography, or you're in AP Human Geography, please drop the class. It's a waste of time. Those credits don't even be transferring. You heard it from me first. Go to your guidance counselor and talk about getting dual enrolled. You'll save a lot of time and money. Just a little plug. Anyways, I was in AP Human Geography getting lied to per usual, and we got a new teacher. This teacher was so different from like my previous teacher. He was young, he was full of life, like he was just giving basically what was supposed to be given in an AP Human Geography class. But I had experience being with this other teacher for so long. Like when he came in, I'm just like, who are you and why are you so happy? Literally like his first week of being there, I remember like it was yesterday. I was writing on a piece of paper and I was just doodling and writing like 1,000 times this guy that I was like secretly in love with that he probably didn't even know, and how I was going to casually walk past him and drop things and, you know, the usual stalker stuff as a ninth grader. So all of a sudden this guy's like, guys, I have a great idea. I think that, he didn't talk like that, but anyways, for the heck of it. He was like, I think that for the summer, we's going to Italy.
We's going to Italy.
And like, I remember my head shot up, and he handed us these pamphlets, and they had like the Trevi Fountain. They had like all of these different places in Italy. I think it was EU tour. I remember just like immediately being enamored. Like I was like, what is this place? Why is it so beautiful? And I remember like I held the pamphlet, literally this was the pamphlet, this was me. And I walked right past my crush. I didn't care about him anymore. And I just remember reading every single word, like just like when you drink something good or you eat something and you read in the back, don't even know what them ingredients say, as if you're gonna cook it up in your house. I was literally reading every single word on that pamphlet, and I was just counting down the minutes until I was able to go home so I could present this to my parents. But I was presenting in a way like, I'm going, I know I'm supposed to go. I already seen myself there. I already pictured myself eating gelato. I already started Googling Italian words. Like I was on it. Like you couldn't tell me that I wasn't gonna be a part of this experience. So I didn't know at the time that I was displaying childlike faith. I just knew that I felt like I was just super determined, and this is something that I really wanted to embark on. So when I went home, I showed my mom, and my mom's always been like for different things. She never really, like she would say, well, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna trust God. And I really, really appreciated that. I'm already about to cry. But I really appreciated that growing up, because especially like when you're a child, you don't need to be met with limitations. I feel like you need to be actually met with faith. A lot of times I watch parents, they be like, well, I don't want them. No, let them believe, let them establish that faith, because they'll maintain it. And so I'm really thankful to my mom, I know she's gonna watch this, for doing that, because even though at the time, you know, this trip was like 13 or 1400, which honestly wasn't even that much, but at the time she didn't have, you know, the money to necessarily offer that. But she did not say that would be the reason. She instantly went into, well, we're gonna, you know, try and figure it out. She authentically and genuinely wanted me to experience that. Even though she didn't necessarily know how, she did not try to alter what I was believing for due to her circumstances. And even so much, my mom actually had opened up a Italy account for me in faith, and it was like a way of, you know, just feeding that faith with what she could do. So I remember she opened up an Italy account at SunTrust, just in expectation that I was going to be able to go. And she actually was the first person to, I didn't think this was going to be so emotional. My mom was actually the first person to sow a seed into my life. My mom, I'll never forget, she put in $50 to this account, and she said, you know, this is her seed to help contribute towards me going. And I was, and I still am, super thankful, because it wasn't until I was like recording this video that I remembered how much my mom has always, she's always backed me. She's always believed with me, and I'm thankful. Okay, sorry y'all. Y'all know this channel always gonna be pretty raw, so me crying would probably be a normal thing on here. But I don't want to mess up my makeup, so back to the scheduled program. Anyways, so yeah, my mom sowed the first seed. I was extremely thankful. It added fuel to my faith, fuel to that fire. So I was like, okay, I'm about to start selling chocolate. I was like, I'm gonna start cutting grass. Like, what can I do to make this happen? Because money is not going to limit me from having this experience. Being the fact that the school that I was at, everybody there was, from what I could tell, they were pretty financially stable. Like, I mean, they was taking ski trips and going to Europe casually for like, I don't know, Thanksgiving or something weird. So like, when they got the pamphlets, their minds instantly was like, ooh, I'm gonna tell my parents, or I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's great. Their minds didn't, like, literally, I look around the class and I think back as I'm going back there right now, as an adult, I'm going back there mentally now. As I look around that classroom, I'm literally looking around it right now. There was not one child in there that even thought about money. So there was a big difference in that for me. So after, you know, trying to do everything, I'm like, what can I sell? Can I sell these like Skechers, this Bratz doll car? I don't even know. I was trying to sell everything, child. So I was like, you know what? I know who I can talk to. It's hard because you want to share your testimony, but then you're also trying to be discreet because you don't want to offend anyone. But I just feel like that's also not life. Like, I feel like you should be transparent as much as you possibly can. So anyways, I had a grandparent, and this grandparent was very, you know, financially stable, and this person was very for especially like educational trips and things like that. I just knew, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna call them, let them know this is what's happening. Like, I was just on it. So I told them the whole spiel. I even gave them my pamphlet, all these different things. And like, I was met like with the complete opposite response that I was expecting. Well, I didn't know what to expect, but definitely not that. And they kind of just got really quiet on the phone. Like, and I was like, hello? Like, I'm like, sure, the phone hung up. And they were just like, yeah, well, your cousin so-and-so is actually going on a similar trip for like 30 days, and she going backpacking through Europe, and you know, we already helped her, so you know, we can't help you too. I didn't think you would be interested, you know, in something like that. And honestly, you guys, like, I was so devastated because I'm like, well, why would you think I wouldn't be interested in that? Like, and I started to realize at a very young age that other people had limited me to what they feel like I should have opportunity to or experience because of my limitations that I was in, really, you know, at the time by my parents. And I just couldn't even believe that even as a child. So I was really hurt, having to watch this other person, go on a similar trip and it be paid for, and we share the same grandparent, and they were just considered more credible to go than me. And it was extremely hurtful, and I was not able to go. But I've always been pretty resilient when it comes to my faith and just different things. So I was just like, you know what? As soon as I get to college, I'm gonna go, and it is what it is. So when I got to college, I literally was walking around one day. I seen this flyer. It was for like Costa Rica. I was just coming out of Spanish class, and I went to the door to figure out, like, okay, who do I talk to for this information? I talked to the guy. He was like, yeah, you should go. And he's like, it's a scholarship. Nobody has applied for. You can definitely do it. And I didn't waste no time. I've never been a waste time chick. So I went straight to the library. I filled out everything. There was a 5-page essay, did it. Everything, stuff had to be notarized, did it. Everything I did, it actually ended up being able to turn in my application that same day that I found out about it, because I was not playing. I was like, I'm not gonna miss out on another opportunity, and it's financially covered. Like, I'm in there. Like, don't play with me. So I sent it. The man was like, yeah, you'll be hearing back from him probably tomorrow. Just letting you know you can come, because it's 15 scholarships for over like $5,000 and nobody has applied. So I got an email the next day, and I just knew when I was gonna open it. Like, I was already telling people, hey, I'm just starting to pack already for Costa Rica. I'm studying abroad. I'm just already speaking that because I'm like, I'm going. And I get an email, and the lady's like, hi, I'm sorry to inform you, but you actually will not be able to be a part of this program, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, because your GPA is, I think it was a 2.8 some, it was like a 2.89, 2.8 something. You have to be at a minimum 3.0. So I messaged her back immediately, because at the time I was on like grade restriction or something, being the fact that I had a personal situation happen and it really affected my semester. So I messaged her back. I'm like, look, like, my aunt passed away of cancer during this semester, and it literally took a huge toll on me. Prior to that, I've been, honor roll student. I'm working very diligently to get my GPA up. You see, I'm not far off or anything like that. I was literally begging them to just be considerate of the fact that I just had a bad semester, and it was at the end too that this happened. And I was telling him, I was already told that it would be fine, because I told the guy about my GPA. And she was just like, who told you that? We want this information. She was like, no, you will not be able to go, blah, blah, blah. She didn't even really acknowledge anything I said. All she cared about was who told her this information. And I chose to not give her the name of the guy, because I feel like he honestly didn't want me to go, and he was super excited for me. And so I was just like, it is what it is. But I'm very thankful, because I was trying to do this whole living in Costa Rica for a week. And now I live in Spain, and I will be officially approaching a year in October. So it's so funny how the exchange that God will give you for the desires of your heart. I was so content with a week, and the whole time He has so much more for me concerning that. And so that's why I say, like, just going back now, the fact that I'm sitting even right now in a flat in Italy, it's just means so much to me, being the fact that I experienced so much kickback to really the things that God has called me to do. And it's also just to encourage you as well, to say, like, that God's timing is very perfect and is super strategic. And though there are times that it doesn't necessarily come when we want, there's actually moments where we should be thankful that we didn't get exactly what we wanted. Because I'm here in Italy a different person. I'm free mentally, emotionally. I'm spiritually aware of who God is in my life. I would not have wanted to come here in prior seasons. I think I would have wrecked the place between me and my own emotions. I would not have been able to stand in the pain of moving abroad without being grounded in the way that I am. So I'm here at the perfect timing, and I got way more. Like, I was gonna be paying this and that to be there for like 7 days, and I'm here for a whole summer. And I'm here also financially free, which is just volumes. I'm not just financially free for this moment, but I am financially free, and I've been financially free, and I'm going to continue to be financially free. So I'm super, super elated and thankful, and I just wanted to share with you guys why Italy actually means so much to me. I also want to tell you guys that something super awesome happened. I have a sponsor. I'm pretty sure they want to remain anonymous, but they watch my YouTube videos all the time, and they just hear frequently the things that God has called me to do and different things concerning my ministry, to the point where I've now been blessed with equipment for my YouTube. So I'm super, super, super excited about that. Let me show you guys my equipment. I'm still learning it daily, but God shows me how to use it, so it's pretty awesome. I also want to give a special shout out to It's a Disciple. God had me message her, and she literally gave me a one-on-one something that you should pay for experience on getting these cameras. So God didn't just give me one camera, he gave me 2. And this is what I got. So I have my travel camera now, which is the Canon R6. It's expensive. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, so don't even ask me how much. Google it, okay? But anyways, I got the Canon R6, and then the lens I got, it's a lens for photography. I forgot the name of the lens, but I can always link that in the description. It's expensive, leave me alone. And then I also got this super dope tripod that does what it's supposed to do and give what it's supposed to give. And then, what is? I also have my vlogging camera. I thank God that I know how to use it, but keep me in prayer, y'all. I'm still waiting expectation from my MacBook Pro. Okay, I'm still waiting expectation. I've been wanting one for like 6, almost 7 years, and I believe God's gonna bless me soon rather than later. But I'm super, super thankful. Always wanted this, not just for me, but I really want to provide y'all videos of excellence, and they are coming. We are not playing. I'm not going to be out here proclaiming God with ugly videos, okay? So tune into that. And that's everything, guys. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And the vlog's about to be lit this summer. I'm super excited to share you guys so many different things, including the details of the camp. And don't forget to share. Someone might need this. If you know someone who's studying abroad, interested, or just in general, you end up falling in love with me and you want other people to fall in love with me, then go ahead and share this video. Again, thanks for watching, and stay forever blessed.
I dig a vibe, stick inside. She ain't got no way but got thighs. Hop in the coupe and let's ride. I put Chanel on my eyes. 2 carat for surprise.